we're back with a nice, long, 1 hour show. Once again, it is the Home Invaders Variety Show, and I am the hottest, baddest, sexiest man on cable access TV, whether you like it or not. And that's the truth. Now, we have here next, right next to me, the gentleman on my left. His name is Wood X Young. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing fine. A pleasure to be working with you again.
Again, that's right.
Because we worked together last year, 2011.
Yeah, we had a good show that time.
We were on the picture Hollywood Warrioress, starring Debbie Dutch. And Debbie D. I was in it, Edward X. Young, and John Link.
Yes,
horror film star, radio host, paranormalist. John Link was in a host of others.
There was a couple of other ones, yeah.
Directed by Rusty Petchak, who's a horror filmmaker. And I'm afraid of leaving some names out here.
Don't worry. I mean, you got one, except for Percival, I think his name was.
We have Mr. Pringle, who writes for Scary Monsters magazine.
Yeah, exactly. He was in there.
Yes, and it's a year and a half.
I got lucky to be on that show. It was nice working with you, even though the part you played was pretty good.
Well, I played Mr. Devereaux, who was the personification of Satan on Earth. I was the bad guy, and up against odds with the Hollywood Warrioress, Debbie Dutch. Debbie Dutch, who has been in Playboy magazine and has been in.
She's been through a lot.
I've been through a lot.
How about you?
With her.
What have you done so far?
Well, I am an actor, horror film, predominantly a horror film actor, makeup effects artist, and as of this past year, I'm also a filmmaker.
Filmmaker.
And I've worked on. It's great. I finally reached. I mean, I didn't start professionally in the business until 2005, but I've reached the point where I've lost count on how many projects I've done. It's about 41 or 42 or maybe 43, but I lost track, and I guess that's a good sign.
Yeah, that's a good sign. Now, you brought some videos of some of the movies that you've been in.
I happen to have with me, I should have brought more, but I happen to have with me samples of 3 of my most recent releases.
It should be one of them should be coming up now.
Sure thing. What do we have? That's Dead Collections. That's my most recent feature, Dead Collections. It was finished this summer, directed by John Aricchio, and it premiered at the Sands Casino Hotel in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, where it was predominantly shot. And in that movie, I play a rather strange and depraved funeral home director. It's my most it's of all the films I've done. Mr. Aricchio's film is maybe most redolent of Hitchcock of the pictures that I've done. It's really it's a murder mystery than a horror picture. It does involve the supernatural and some ghosts and a series of murders, but it's more of a mystery. And
what's the other one? I know we have another one coming up.
Let's see the other one. Let's see what this title is.
What's the title? Here we go.
The Collective. The Collective is an anthology feature that was released last year. There are 10 short films on The Collective. Each one is 10 minutes in length. That's The Collective Volume 2. They're up to Volume 5 now. But in The Collective, I had to lobby for it. Film directors from around the country vied for a part of this project. And we were chosen, 10 of us. Each one of us had to do a film about the same topic. We had to wait to see what the topic would be, and when the appropriate time came, they mailed me a package, and in the package was a 2-inch by 2-inch box, and they said, your picture must be about this box. So all 10 of the directors did a film based on the box. My film, which is 10 minutes long, is entitled 2 Guys, 1 Box.
2 Guys, 1 Box.
Yes, it's a Lovecraftian horror comedy, starring myself as one of the 2 guys, and a wonderful punk rock kid from New York, actually from Oklahoma. He's a New Yorker now, Sammy Clark. We play the 2 guys. We have Vanessa Romanelli, actress, dancer, and filmmaker, who plays the girl, also representative of the box. And we have the great and notorious John Link.
Oh, okay.
John Link has a special role in the film as the wizard. And 2 Guys in 1 Box also features in a special cameo role Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Lee Black Childers.
Oh,
who's
cool.
a famous photographer and manager of the punk scene. Lee has managed people early in their career, such as Johnny Thunders when he broke from the Dolls, from the New York Dolls, and he managed Mott the Hoople, Iggy Pop,
Oh, yeah.
all early in their career. And he's a great photographer. And I can't ignore our cameraman and editor, Cameron Scott, a horror filmmaker from Ohio, who did a great job on the picture.
Yeah, that's good. Now, what's the last one? One last one.
This is a pilot for a TV series, Ghost Blunders, also written, produced, and directed by John Aricchio, who did Dead Collections, and it's a satire on the Ghost Hunter series. Hopefully, it'll catch on and it'll become a popular series. In it, I play Tommy the Priest.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it's a comedy.
Okay.
And
now, you see, in order to make it more popular, you got to get me in it.
I will try to get
You
you.
got to get me in it. I mean, you got all these movies, but you gotta get me in there somehow.
Well, come to the next convention I'll be at, and I'll introduce you to some producers.
You got it. Then I'll introduce myself to whatever else happens.
Well, I must admit, I lost touch with you after we did Hollywood Warriors in the summer of 2011. And
Now, which festival is this?
well, I've one of my best roles, a movie called The Green Monster, will be screened at the Macabre Fair Film Festival, which will be on January 19th and 20th at the Best Western Hotel in Rockville Center, Long Island. And that's just past Kennedy Airport, and you can drive there, or if you take the Long Island Railroad, the LIRR, the railroad stop is right behind the hotel. You could get on and you could walk right over to the hotel. And we're having a 2-day film festival and multimedia fair and convention at the Best Western Hotel.
That's great. Now,
And a special one. We're having a special event on December 21st, a 1-day party / convention at the same hotel. Macabre Fair's Yule, I guess it's called Yule at the End of the World. I mean, it's the last calendar, December 21st.
Okay, yeah.
So we're having a
Bon voyage party.
in case it is the end of the world, we might as well go out at a horror movie convention.
Oh, I'm coming out party. We're one or the other anyway.
But you should join us. We'll have a blast.
Hopefully I should be there with a blast anyway.
I will be at all the Macabre Fair events,
Yes.
along with John Link, who is,
Oh, yeah.
we
John's a
frequently
good
work
guy.
together.
I know he's got a nice radio show. And John.
Yes, I'm all the other things I do. I'm also the co-host of the John Link show, the John Link radio show on Blog Talk Radio every Thursday, 11 p.m. Eastern time. It's a half-hour show.
I got to call in one day.
You're welcome. We discuss
Yeah.
horror films and the real paranormal, and occasionally I'll divert over to the rock and roll scene. I usually take charge for those episodes because I kind of grew up in the early punk environment in the CBGB era.
I got you. Well, Edward, if you're willing to stay a little longer, we have up next Mr. David Tam-Diaz. You're going to start singing, right, David? Today. Hurry up. David Tam-Diaz, everybody. Come on, give him a hand. Take the microphone. Now, stand right in the middle and start singing. Yay.
I give you all my heart. I give you all my love. I give you all my life, all my praise. Creation, we sing a song of praise. We worship and adore you, singing glory to your name, your name. I give you all my heart. I give you all my love. I give you all my life and all my praise. My
Hallelujah. You know, hallelujah is the highest praise. It's a universal word. No matter what language you say it in, it still said the same. So you can say English, Spanish, Chinese, and it still said the same way. So how about we all praise the Almighty when we say hallelujah? Come on. Hallelujah. 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 Oh, hallelujah. And all my praise, I give you all my heart. I give you all my love. I give you all my life and all my praise. My praise. Thank you.
Give him a hand, everybody. Give him a hand. David Tam-Diaz, everybody. Okay, that was a good clap. But anyway, now, you know this gentleman. Now, what's this gentleman's name?
Well, this gentleman is one of the ones who created the macabre fair. This is Mr. Adam Ginsburg, also occasionally known as Salvador Rizzo, but I'll allow him to explain that.
Okay,
Thank you,
explain
Ed.
it. Go ahead, explain that.
The Salvatore Rizzo reference is essentially a character that I've been playing in off-Broadway type of shows and out doing a lot of live performances. And essentially, he is kind of the mascot for Twitch Productions, which is the company that my wife and I have. So it's a very handy-dandy thing to have the mascot, something you could play yourself. You go out to Monster Mania or Chiller Convention, you have a very recognizable character there that people can associate immediately with our company.
What made you come up with your own convention? What made you get started with
Well, Twitch as a production company, we started off, believe it or not, with a haunted house we built in our backyard. This led to live theater. It led to music, a lot of live appearances, and it led to a Halloween party event a number of years ago that went over very well. After that, we did sort of Renaissance Ball, and then we shelved the party idea for a bit. And it wasn't until about 8-9 months ago that we were full-fledged back into it. We finished up our show run. We do live theater in October. We sat back and decided what can we do next to stay relevant throughout the year. And my wife and I kind of kicked ideas around, and she said, I've got it. Let's go back to the party events. And next thing I knew, we were doing the Macabre April, which was a 3-day blowout at that same Best Western hotel that Ed just referenced. We had over 20 bands, live performances, fashion shows, over 40 vendors, and it was just a whale of a good time. That springboarded into starting up film festivals, which are along the same lines with the whole Macabre Fair type of feel to it, the atmosphere, the aura, the culture that we look to build within the group, the friendship, the bonding of the Macabrites. We have our own buttons and our own ceremony there. The people who want to take it further as an experience of not just going and having a good time, but actually becoming part of the Macabre family that we've created. And that now has lent itself to Film Festival number 2 coming up in January, which is a horror film festival. That's our second annual. And even a huge Halloween blowout event that we did. And then, of course, the Yule on World, which is our way of celebrating what hopefully isn't the end of the world. But we're going to do a 5 to 6 hour party event.
Well, I know the Milky Way is supposed to line up with the sun, and then sun flares is supposed to... That's one of the things that I looked at Discovery Channel. Yeah, I actually pay attention to things like that.
But I'm old enough to remember there's been in my life about 3 or 4 alleged dates, one reason or the other, the end of the world was supposed to come.
1999 was one of them.
1982 was one. March 12th of 1982.
You know, I did a segment on end of the world predictions on the radio show that I host, and I found a laundry list of end of the world predictions that pretty much started even BC, and they go all the way to like the year 5 trillion, when apparently the sun is supposed to go out, and that's the end of the universe. So I think we've made it past probably a few hundred predictions already.
Yeah.
I don't think anything's going to change on the 21st.
We'll have to have a special Macabre Fair 5 trillion years from now.
Yeah. How big that's going to be,
Yeah.
you know? Probably have it on the moon or Mars or something.
Well, you know, aren't they starting to work on some colonization on the moon? They're looking for water up there. They're going to shoot a rocket or some explosions going to happen up there.
The last time I heard, they wanted to blow up the moon.
Right.
It's ridiculous. I don't know. I like waves, you know. I like my waves.
Yeah.
Whichever waves was possible to get, but I like my waves that the moon produces. But do you have any other questions for him? Because I know I got a couple, but since you know him more than I do, what other questions?
I'll let you continue. And,
No.
Well, let's be sure we let the public know. Again, we'll repeat when these conventions are and where.
Absolutely. Well, all of our stuff has been taking place at the Best Western Hotel in Rockville Center, New York.
Right.
It's like Ed said, it's literally walking distance from the Rockville Center train station. We do it at 173 Sunrise Highway. It's called the Mill River Manor Inn. We essentially take over the entire hotel.
Mm-hmm.
It's not one of these massive cons by any stretch of the imagination. I think the hotel has about 100 or so rooms, but really for us that makes it, because we're about what we call a Twitch Productions experience, and I know Ed is aware of this.
Right.
And for that, essentially it means whether you were to run into one of our characters out at a convention or at a live appearance or something like this, or you came to a short film, or you came to one of our theatrical productions, or you come to a Macabre Fair event, there's a certain experience that we want to provide to you. And that means not shattering the illusion when we're in our characters. That means providing a atmosphere for our events that feels like home to you. It's kind of a candy store of all the things that you've wanted. If you're into horror, steampunk, sci-fi, anime, whatever it may be, we sort of build this umbrella over all of it called the Macabre.
Right.
And then whether it be the party event, which are really the Macabre Fairs, or it's the film festival, which now the films are the stars, but we still bring in some vendors, we still bring in some performers, and we don't kill it. It's really about the films, and then throw up the performances. And we've got some nice performers coming and things like that. People enjoy what we do.
And your own radio station? You say
I have a syndicated radio show. We're syndicated onto 5 online stations. We get about 30 or so thousand listeners an episode. It's called The Pod of the Dead. And really what it is, it's a 2-hour kind of a comedic talk show. My partner and I can get kind of stupid at times, and with our comedy, and everything in the vein of talking about horror topics, old horror movies, steampunk-related topics, off-the-wall things like how I had found the laundry list of the end of the world, We do things like Memory Lane, where we recall stories of childhood that are embarrassing moments. But it's radio. It's fun. We do a lot of voices, so we do theater of the mind type of stuff. I mean, we literally did Scrooge and Marley just last week as part of
that's great.
the holiday episode. So I did Scrooge and whatever, and my buddy did Marley.
You started doing the old time radio shows like they do back then with
I'm a fan of that stuff.
Inner Sanctum, Green Hornet, Sherlock Holmes type of deal.
Right. I'm a fan of that, and essentially the way I've structured the program is it's segments. So we'll do a topic, and we'll talk about something relevant, and then we'll go into a segment. One that we recently created was called The Broken Word. And I have poets or songwriters' lyrics, and I will literally read in some sort of a character voice that matches, and my partner in crime, who's good with the production, will put in some background music and sound effects. And, of course, anything that we do with a contributor's work, they always get an audible mention that they supplied. We play music from local bands, about 6 songs over the time period of the 2 hours. So it's really kind of a nice, diverse program, interviews,
right.
Things like that. And we just kind of mix it up at a domain of horror, theater, acting, steampunk,
That was an
so on and so forth.
invitation.
Yes.
That was an invitation, right?
Well, I'd love to have you both on the show.
That was an invitation. That's a good one.
Would you say there's a touch of the Joe Franklin show in it?
Kind of with my interviews a little bit, because I really like to dig in and find unique items that people really don't know about someone. They kind of get a vision and an expectation about people. And when I do, I like to find a little nugget that I know they're going to love talking about that isn't something that they were anticipating talking about. And then my audience gets a whole different dimension on the interview.
Yeah, it sounds like me right now.
Yeah, there you
trying to
go.
figure out what the heck to talk about next. You know what? We have a music video coming up from the Key of Awesome. So if we can play that, that'll be great.
J-Lowe, my name ain't on the list. Come down here and tell them I'm with you.
It's a new infestation
This is the Wild Wild Wubsy.
of bridge and tunnel people.
Get off the floor, drunkie. Lay on your side, dummy.
Let me introduce you to the skanks and dukes in the soul-destroying line at the club.
I'm confused. And I don't really know when I get off the train which exit to use. Drives me insane, they all look the same. Which one do I choose? My GPS is a big old mess and I ruin my shoes. Except to fill in my ass and all the children laugh. Now I got a big bruise. What the hell did I do to deserve this abuse? Damn, please check the list again. I gotta go meet my friend, Dale.
If you ain't fabulous, you will be bored. When dancing, be aware of people with swords. I think we need to clean up in aisle 4. Point and laugh at the poor, they can't get in the door. Pit stink when the creeps put their drinks up. Leave your dignity and shame at the door. Squeeze your size 10 but into a size 4. So many tools here, it's like a hardware store. The roofies, the guidos, and like this plastic, this stinky cheap cologne, the sexual harassment. Piss your cash away on $20 Cosmos at the club.
Pick up the phone, J-Lo. It's Pitbull. Llámame.
Trust me when I say you'll never bang the shot girl at the club.
Now, if I don't get inside, I won't. Dale.
I've got such a big butt that when I dance it hits the floor.
Yo, true that. I can hear that badonka-donk from outside.
La la, I don't feel like writing lyrics anymore. Fa la 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 la.
This is wax, son. I'm getting pissed. I'm about to get this mother truck on my fist. I ain't asking for permission, man. I insist. Ah, dude, you're breaking my wrist. Ow, 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 that hurts. Why you gotta go and get blood on my shirt? I ain't never been a fighter, but I am a lover. I'll find you in. I'll pay the cover. I finally got inside. Now it's time to do the booty slam. This is the last call for alcohol, y'all. Say what?
Night is over, it's time for me to go and take a nap.
J-Lo, ¿qué pasó? I'm outside para 3 horas en la línea. Está muy frío allá. ¿Por qué me tratas así, J-Lo?
Yeah, dude. I don't know, yo. I like your energy, but it was a little pitchy, dog.
Well, I thought your gluteus was beauteous, and baby, that ain't news to us. You brought the thunder, you didn't blunder, and what you got going on down under is a thing of wonder, baby.
Yeah.
Ducky, I'm awesome.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and that was a great video that we seen. Now, what we have next is the most stupendous thing that you'll ever see, the intermission. That's right, you're going to see the intermission coming up right now. And we're back. As you can see, we have another gentleman sitting next to me. Hey, I can rap and rhyme too, you know. But now, your name, sir, is?
My name is Rob Ortel.
And Mr. Ortel, where are you from?
I am a airbrush artist from Orange County, New York. Was formerly with Orange County Choppers from American Chopper. I was with them for about 4 years. Been airbrushing my entire life. Born and raised, well, born in the Bronx, but raised in Orange County, New York. Lived there my entire life. I was one of those guys that was just dying to get out. Mm-hmm. Never did, and now I absolutely love being there.
Now, how did you get from, because I read your bio from T, and then you said your parents were artists too. How did you pick up on this stuff?
I've been exposed to art my entire life. Both my parents were artists. Both my brothers are artists. Since I was old enough to pick up a crayon, I've been drawing. I have a passion for it. Always been doing it. Decided to go to a Votech program, a BOCES program for advertising design, own my craft or whatever you want to call it. Tried to do the college at FIT. Absolutely hated it.
Oh, jeez.
Dropped out. Then started just doing art full time from there. I worked with my dad for a few years doing gold leaf on fire trucks. He's a retired FDNY. He got into decorating fire trucks with gold leaf. I carried that on for a while and then branched out on my own and just picked up an airbrush and haven't looked back.
Now, how did you get in with OC now? How did that come about? Because you seem to go from one end to another. How did you get started in all of them?
Actually, they called me.
They called you? Okay.
Yeah, I had worked. I mean, I've been painting motorcycles since I've been in high school.
Right.
And I worked for several different motorcycle builders in my area. There were quite a few back then. And I guess my reputation carried over to them hearing about me. They were running into some deadline issues, so they gave me a call and asked me if I'd help out. I did. They liked the work. They asked me if I'd like to work there full time, so I said, sure.
Sure, that's always.
Yeah, who wouldn't want to be on TV?
Sometimes I wonder myself if I should be on TV or not. But yeah, I see you brought some stuff like hats.
I brought some gifts for you.
Oh,
yeah,
me. See?
I have my own clothing line, Rotten Wear.
Oh, how'd you come up with that one?
Rotten Wear? Well, I have a love for horror art. That's my genre of choice for painting, and it's kind of a play on words. It's rottenware, zombies, which are rotting.
You mean like
This kind of stuff. There you go. Love it. Absolutely beautiful.
That's my favorite prop.
Always gnawing on that on the set, right?
The ultimate head.
There you go.
What does everybody want?
So rottenware is a combination of rotting and you wear it. So
okay.
but this is a gift for you. This is
thank you.
from my Rotten Icon line. It's recognizable images. This is obviously Mudflap Girl, my little play on it with zombifying it.
Oh wow, love the mudflap.
It's another one.
Oh, the back is something, boy. Look at the back. I like the back.
Yeah, the back is my business logo. Rob Ortel's Rotten Icon.
The back is fun. Cool.
It's another one. Play Dead, a little play on logo.
Oh, jeez.
It's all horror art based. So there's another one for you.
Oh, cool.
And then I also
Debbie
have
Dutch would love that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I also have what I call zombitches. Are
Zombitches.
sexy zombies. They're based on classic 50s style pinups with my little touch to them.
With your little twist.
Zombifying them.
Now you're gonna be at the Macabre too, right?
I will be at the Macabre too. Yes.
You'll be there.
It's gonna be my first. I'm pretty new to this whole social organization here.
I'm trying. Sideways. Oh, I'm trying sideways. Thank you. See?
Yeah, this is based off of one of my paintings, Zombie Nun.
Zombie Nun. Between Zombie Nun and so forth. What else you got? You got your hat.
I got a hat here.
And you got your 3D thing.
You can put that on that guy right there.
Yeah, put that on here. Well, show that 3D.
Well, this is a current project I have. I've teamed up with this company called Crazy Art. They have their toy line. They're coming out with something new called Light Bricks. So teamed up with this company and BMW cars. I'm going to be designing and decorating a Mini Cooper at the toy convention, have its show, and then afterwards the car is going to tour the world, advertising for this. So I'm coming up with a paint scheme and designing where these light bricks are going to be going. It's actually pretty exciting. It's a new thing for me, so I'm looking forward to that. So
am I. I can't wait to play with it. He says 6+, but the heck with that.
Plus, it's plus.
Yeah, I'm a plus.
But yeah, I'll be at the Macabre first time. I'm really looking forward to that. A friend of mine, Lindsay Lowe, who we'll meet in a little while, hooked me up with it. Sounds like a lot of fun. I love going to horror conventions. You meet great people.
True.
You get a chance to show off what you do, have fun doing it. It's a great experience. I can't say enough wonderful things about it. Yeah.
Now, when I go to the chiller conventions, I have a nice time. They're friendly. The majority are very friendly. There are some that are not that friendly, but the majority of the people that I know, they're very friendly.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you've encountered unfriendly people or you ever encountered bad interviews?
You know, at the Macabre Fair, what we've encountered with unfriendly people, believe it or not, was a wedding party going on in the same hotel, getting rowdy and getting into arguments in the parking lot. Whereas our attendees, who are all partying and having a great time, no problems at all.
Yeah.
Like I said, and Ed knows, and you'll see for yourself, it's about family, culture, networking, being there for all the right reasons.
Mm-hmm.
And
well, I want to be in your inner circle and get one of these cool
absolutely. That happens at the end of the night. We have our Macabre ceremony, which is kind of fun. Type of thing, but people really enjoy what we do. And what's interesting is after it happened, I had a Thanksgiving at my home, and about 30 or so of the Macabrites came over for Thanksgiving.
Very cool.
It's not just something we're just doing for the sake of. We mean it. You know, we're real people. We're about having a good time, and those that are sort of kin in the same mindset, like horror, like macabre, like goth, all of this stuff, but are also real people, seem to gravitate, and those are the ones that want to spin.
Well, we have a video that will be shown at the Macabre Festival. It's called Madam X. So let's see let's check out Madam X. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. I have a lovely young lady sitting next to me. I'm going to let her introduce herself.
Hi, my name is Lowe, not Lohan. Thank you so much, Hector, for letting me come to your show.
Thank you for coming.
Oh, love it.
Coming here and honoring us with your presence, as well as the other gentleman here. But let me ask you something. What made you get into the screen queen business and so forth? Or
I would have to give my whole acting career to the Macabre Fair. I mean, I wouldn't be here if I did not go to the Macabre Fair. Thank you so much.
You are very welcome. Thank you.
And I have to say, I'm going to be at the new one.
Yes.
Oh my God.
You are actually one of the celebrity guests at the film festival, as well as Ed.
Uh-huh.
And we also have a comic book icon, Demon Boy, who's going to be there as well, the three of you.
I love his work. But I do have to say this, though, is that, like, with the Macabre Fair, do you know that I'm actually working with Rob Ortel from Orange American Choppers? I could not believe this. Rob, what happened here?
Lindsay is going to be my newest zombitch, actually. Woo! Perfect.
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect.
Very
for that.
nice.
Oh, my God. I'm so happy. And sitting next to, like, Edward Young from, like, the most amazing horror movies I've ever seen. I mean, Edward,
yes.
I love.
I plan to use you in my next directorial effort. I'm planning on shooting a short early next year, and you'd be the role of the waitress. And I need a bar, so I could use your bar after hours or before hours.
I totally forgot.
And, and this is how I'm going to put myself in there. I'll be the bartender. See, this is, everybody's talking about me being in their movies as well. Because I love being, I love always introducing myself, and and say, so, if you had a part for me, what part would you put me in? It's a famous question that
You don't ask, you don't get.
Yeah. So let me ask you, if I had a part to play in a movie, what movie would it be?
Big pimpin', spend the G's. Big pimpin',
I was
don't
thinking
do
the same
lady.
thing, looking at the hat, the glasses.
Spend the G's. What about you, Edwin?
I would use you as a mad scientist.
As a
without
mad
a doubt.
scientist, that's a good. And you just.
I would say a priest gone awry.
Oh,
That's good.
I was a priest in one of the movies. That's why.
But not a good priest.
No, actually, well, somebody came up to me and said, "Bless me, Father, for I have sinned." I'm going. I did the usual ritual, and they said, "I'm not a father." That's the true story. That is a true story. But Now, how did you get connected with?
Oh wow! Once again, Macabre
Rob.
Fair. Thank you. Actually, the Macabre Fair, I did meet Edward X. Young, and he actually like told me that I should go into acting. So I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. So I grabbed my entourage, and then I, went down to Chiller, and then walked around with the Barbie outfit on, and then lo and behold, like Rob's wife comes up to me. See, we're talking about you.
Drop dead.
And I was wearing a cute little Barbie outfit, and she wanted to actually like take a picture of me. I was like, oh my God, are you kidding? I love it. And then I saw the artwork, and I was like, oh my God, I have to have it. So I was just like, this is amazing. And she's like, no, wait. I have to get my husband. I was like, okay, all right, what's going on here? So then I meet Rob Ortel, and I was just like the guy from American Orange County Choppers. I was like, what is my favorite show? So then, we just kept on talking, and, we were talking about definitely. But if you see my butt, well, not my butt, well, this, on my back, like that,
Yeah.
then that's is it okay? Did I do it right? I know I have no butt.
Doing fine.
I got the chest, though. It's okay. Scream queens have to have the chest, right? Not the butt, because of them running.
Sometimes it all depends on which type of screen cream you want. Screen cream. Look at me.
Depends if you want it towards the camera or away from the camera.
What the hell am I thinking about?
Oh no!
Screaming. Oh, now we have some slides of your friend.
Oh yes, definitely. December what was it? 15th, right?
Yeah.
December 15th on Monday in Long Island at the Spotlight Lounge. And also, we do have the address for that, but since I'm such a ditz, I forgot the address.
So did I.
The photographer, though, he's going to be...
Pete Motive. He's like the head of operations at the Spotlight, and we're doing this amazing photo shoot. I'm so excited, Hector!
Yeah, I see. And we have some slideshows, too.
Yes, this is his slideshows of his photography. This is amazing stuff.
Well,
Spotlight is your place in Amityville,
Yes,
right?
Right.
yes.
Amityville is not a very big town, and it's on the main drag, isn't it?
It is on the main drag. I kind of forgot the address because I'm like sitting next to the grates over here. I'm sorry.
greats.
I'm like,
Last week I was out there. I went to the Chiller House, and I drove by the Spotlight.
is
not
the
realizing
Haunted
it was your
Mansion
place.
still out
There you
there?
go.
Oh, yeah, the house still stands.
The Haunted Mansion, the Amityville.
Amityville House, yeah.
Wow.
Murder house.
Oh, the real house. I'm talking about the fake one that burnt down. That's Long Branch. What am I talking about?
One of my first jobs, in fact, my first paying job when I was a teenager was I worked at the Long Branch Haunted Mansion on the Long Branch Pier. I was a actor there back then, way back when. They would give me a lot of the talking roles, the mad doctors and, the strange, mysterious killers.
Oh, jeez.
Occasionally, we used to rotate our roles. Occasionally, they'd make me do Norman Bates as Psycho.
Oh, jeez. Now, for the photographer, what type of shoots does he shoot? I know he does landscape.
he does landscapes. He also does bands. He does high fashion. And he also does like amazing work where he'll take like a picture and just, use his lens towards his eyes, not even the camera. I think it's more like what he sees in that camera. And he just pushes like that emotional feeling, like all about your eyes, all about your, like everything. He just makes perfect. And I have to recommend him to all people that are in the fashion and the band music and the horror and the whole 9 yards, But I cannot believe I forgot the address of my place.
It's okay.
Always there.
We'll put it later.
Yay!
I was there just the other night, actually. We were there for one of your events, and the Spotlight is, it's sort of a nice, friendly bar/performance space. They have one side of it is completely dedicated to performance with the stage, of open room for seating or standing or dancing. And then, of course, you have the side where you can have a drink and relax and network and the whole thing. It's a pretty nice little spot.
Well, that's a nice place to know. I mean, but now we have a video, right? We have a video called The Nowhere Room. So let's go with the video of The Nowhere Room.
me to tell your daddy you were giving me this much trouble?
Where's my son? Who are you? Why am I here? Let me go out! I want to go out! What? Look! What kind of sick game is this?
And we're back. Alessandro Mini, I played a priest. Thank you. This is a good group competition here where we invite everybody to participate. Especially when I don't know what I'm talking about. Like I said, Alejandro Mini, that's what his name is. See, I told you I played a priest.
Yep.
I was the pictorial one. I didn't actually say any words. But that's just me. But now let's go back to you guys because we're here for you. You know, to talk about you, even though we're talking about me trying to get into movies and radio shows and so forth. But
I promise you we'll work together again.
yeah, that'll be fun. That will be fun. Now, what's the address of?
That's 198 Broadway in Amityville.
Oh, you see, I told you.
I know. I had ditzy fit. I'm sorry.
Well, better than a hissy fit than a ditzy fit.
Yeah, really.
No, I'm kidding.
No, it's really. But all in all, how do you see the festival going on? You see it going on for years and years and years?
Well, yeah, we as a company have really found that we have a true passion for creating these events. And the film festival, that falls right into a deeper passion that both my wife and I have, which is we love movies. We love horror films. I'm into sci-fi and comedy stuff. So what we really try to do here is bring our passion for, films and share it. And we've been very fortunate. I mean, this go around, we actually have 20th Century Fox, I believe it's the House at the End of the Street. The Blu-ray is coming, and they're a sponsor of this film festival that's coming. Film festival is January 19th and 20th. Again, it's at the Best Western, 173 Sunrise Highway.
173
Yes,
Sunrise
in
Highway,
Rockville Center.
Rockville Center,
Yeah.
New York.
And actually, we're going to do something really nice with the website where we're going to be putting up the posters of all of the various films that have been submitted, and then I'm going to link them all to trailers. So it'll be a very interactive experience on our website. So you visit the website, twitchproductions.com. You can check out everything about the film festival, any of our events that are coming aside from the film festival, and of course you can purchase your tickets there. And for $20, you're there seeing films and just having a blast. It's really, we do what we can to keep the prices down. So
Yeah.
for this go round, it's about $20 or so for the ticket, and then we're also doing a buffet for another $12, and you can just eat to your heart's content and just watch movies. A few select vendors will be there. Really nice time. Like I said, we'll have performances.
Yeah.
Leah Larray is there. Rocky Jones is another band, and we have the Wild Side Motley Crue tribute as well that are going to be there, and they do a phenomenal job. You think you're watching Motley Crue. Yeah. It's really something.
Well, now if people want to get in contact with you.
Well, if they'd like to get in contact with me, myself, as an actor or with the radio show, you can reach me via my own email, which is the40@gmail.com. If you'd like to learn about our events and our website, it's twitchproductions.com. If you'd like to learn specifically about vending opportunities and sponsorships and things like that, you can contact my wife, who is Elsie Ginsburg, or Elsie Macabre on Facebook, and our email for that is deathlyyours@gmail.com.
If they want to contact you.
Oh, me? Oh, yeah, you can actually.
You could see all my artwork Purchased some of the shirts that you've seen here, as well as others. The hats, whatever I got there, soon to be the Lindsay Lowe zombie.
The game, don't forget
Anything I got, the game. As well as other information. You could also find me on Facebook and Twitter at Rob Ortel. 2 B's, 1 L in Ortel. And that's
if
it.
they want to contact you.
Well, Edward X. Young, you could reach out to me by Facebook. Look me up, Edward X. Young, or you could email me at edxyoung@yahoo.com, edxyoung@yahoo.com, or edwardxyoung@yahoo.com. I've got 2 email addresses. But you could, but also I will be a permanent guest at the Macabre Fair events. So if you contacted Adam Ginsburg or Elsie Macabre, they could always get a hold of me. Always be there.
Oh, okay.
Unless I'm, chained up in a basement somewhere being tortured.
Oh, boy.
Jeez. So when is your next radio show coming up?
The radio show actually started airing. We do it bi-weekly. It's every 2 weeks, and our newest show just started airing last night, and it'll spread throughout the 5 stations over the course of the week. And if you'd like to learn about that program, download a past episode. It's real easy, poded.com.
And yours with...
I'm the co-host of the John Link Show, which is on Blog Talk Radio. And it's every Thursday, 11 to 11:30 Eastern Time. And all of John Link's shows are archived. You could look us up on the internet. The John Link Show, Blog Talk Radio. Every episode is archived, so you can listen to them after the fact. And you're welcome to join us.
Yes.
You could call in, and anybody here, if you'd like. Well, Adam has been a guest. I'll have to get Lindsay on. I'll have to get you on the show, Rob. But we have a fun time with John's show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well,
I'd like to put in a little plug, if I may, too.
Go ahead.
My new reality show that's soon to be coming out called Rob Ortel's Art Attack. It's a art-based reality show. It's like nothing that's on TV right now. It's very original, very heart-stomping, music blasting, ass-kicking. Sorry if I
It's
said
okay.
that.
It's okay if it slipped.
But it's a different extreme art. It's a lot of fun.
Good.
It's very cool.
Hopefully I get to walk in.
There you go.
I'll
Keep pushing for those parts.
Yeah, I'll do a walk-in. Well, right now, ladies and gentlemen, I like to say goodbye. I like to thank Master Yusuf Hadi Abdullah for helping me out in Shadow Warriors, Valerie, Miss Foley, Mitch the Switch, Rosanna Robertson, and Kenny Graham, who's out there. Also, David Tam-Diaz for singing his heart out. And if you want to talk to me, go to homeinvaders@yahoo.com. If you want to email me there, or the homeinvadersvarietyshow.com. Again, the homeinvadersvarietyshow.com, where you can see me and you can talk to me and you can ask me any questions that you would not normally. Right or wrong. Anyway, so we had a good time today.
That was excellent. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
No, thank you. I can't wait to look at that. I can't wait to play with the toy. That's the thing. I can't wait to play with that toy going like this.
I've got to hand it to you.
Yeah. I also have a heart.